Hi everyone, this is VK. Welcome to Smid World. Here I am with another video. Polysius vertical roller mill maintenance, vertical mill assemblies, feed chute, mill housing, grinding roller pair, confining air, grinding table, tie rods, hydraulic system, mill main drive and auxiliary drive, C-pole separator, roller pair dismounting device. You can see in the picture parts wise: separator, hoist carrier, upper housing, hoist, roller pair, drive, nozzle ring, lower housing, grinding path, tie rods. Coarse feed valve, you can say RAL, rotary airlock, material flow, hot gas. Hot gas is optional, depends on the material what we are going to feed. Coarse feed valve, overload coupling, reversible drive assemblies. If got overload due to foreign material, you can drive it opposite direction so that you can remove the jam. Type of problems what we get in coarse feed valve means RAL, scraper jammed, wear on top of the sealing strips, wear inside the housing. So while you doing the maintenance, take care of these points so that RAL life and equipment life will increase. Feed chute, hot gas. Hot gas is optional. That depends on your what type of material you are feeding. In chute, hard X plate. Fix the hard X plate so that wear rate will minimize. Long life we can use chute. Hot gas, material flow, feed chute, mill housing, mill doors. Make sure all bolts are tightened and should not get loose so that we can arrest the material leakage. Rubber seal, so house to mill doors, in between rubber seal required. This rubber seal will get hardened so that we need to replace every time to arrest the false air and leakages in between the housing and door. Now we see roller pair. You can see the sectional view. The components in roller pair: roller carrier, shaft, bearing tension cover, roller bearing, roller body, clamping ring, roller tire. Confining air system. You can see red mark is the airflow from fan to roller bearing. The photo of seal air fan, confining air fan, and to the mill. Confining air system, roller pair confining air going to mills tire. Roller pair confining air system, rotating part, static part. The use of this air is to create the positive air pressure to avoid dust penetration in the mill roller bearing, so that dust will not enter in the bearing, so bearing will be safe. Roller pairs, oil circulation system. You can see in the picture, bearing to some to, again it's going top and coming down by after filtration. Oil circulation system, filter contamination checked by delta pressure. DP, differential pressure will come at the same time when you are checking the filter. Any foreign material particles, white particles, if you observe, then that means bearing getting damaged. So you need to check the internal part of the roller and bearings. Roller pair, recording of the wear on roller tires. You need to check periodically wear rate of roller tires by using of templates, and record it, means every 2 months, every depends on your running hours. so that what type of wear it is happening. According to that, we can change the rollers in and out and feed. You can see in the picture the template of in yellow color. You can see how they are checking it by using the template. Roller pair, force application to the roller pair units. Roller pairs are delivered with the hooks in the zero position. Second point, where inspection of the table may indicate to need a reverse roller pair 180 degrees. Third point, hooks must remain in same position relative to the roller unit axis. You can see in the picture y direction minus y direction, positive side plus negative side and plus y positive side. So means permissible shifting of hooks 80 mm 80 mm means left and right 80 and 80 is a permissible. Roller pair, turning roller pairs unit around. Remove the roller pairs, turn them around through 180 degrees outside of the roller mill and reinstall them into the roller mill. When the roller pair units have been turned around, definitely make sure that the hooks are in the same position relative to the roller unit axis, both in magnitude and direction as before turning. After installation of the roller pair units, the oil probes must be recalibrated and checked for proper functioning. Replacement of roller tire is very important. Lay the roller pair unit horizontally on the side. Lay the roller pair unit horizontally on its side. Remove the nuts from studs. 26, you can see what is the 26 indicating in the picture. Studs and force off the clamping ring. 27, by means of the forcing screws, the roller tire can now be lifted off. If the roller tire has got stuck on the roller body and cannot be pulled off by means of customary fitting tools, the roller tire may also be sprung off. In this case, proceed as follows. Locally heat up the roller tire by means of welding torch. Then cool the heated area with water pinching. So sudden expansion, sudden contraction may means the material differences, maybe they get loosened, they will come out. Sequence of roller bearing exchange. Prior to the assembly, all parts must be checked and cleaned. To guarantee the pre-tension of the grinding roller bearings, the distance of the inner rings of the bearings must be checked with the auxiliary device. For this purpose, the bearing must be put into a condition without bearing clearance. Roller pair, sequence of roller bearing exchange. Maintenance roller pair. Here are the checklist of VRM, weekly, monthly, frequency wise, and list out the points what to be checked. Check oil level in the oil reservoirs for lubrication for the radial shaft seals. That should be weekly. Now, check oil levels in the oil circulation system weekly. Check oil levels in the grinding rollers during commissioning every 3 months. Take an oil sample of the grinding roller lubrication system every 6 months. Check the oil for lubrication properties and soil. Check the wear on the roller tires every 6 months. During commissioning every 3 months. Check the wear on the guide pins every 3 months. Retightening of the studs with the specified tightening torque. Damaged studs have to be replaced every 6 months. If the roller tires are new, after 30 to 50, after 250, after 500 operating hours. Retightening the following bolted connections with the specific tightening torque as per the table in section repair. Shift hooks, replace roller ties, replace guide pins as required. Grinding table. This is a double track grinding table. You can see in the picture there will be 2 grinding tracks. Grinding table, let's see parts wise. the whole grinding track surface mission, evenness of grinding track, contact surface of the clamping plates machined, dimensional check using template, intersticks filled, sleeve centered, sleeve material, clamping plate secured, clamping plate reinforced, expansion bolt with roller thread, expansion bolt heat inserted, grinding table, edges, wedge alignment, grinding track, knock, dam ring, table insulation, grinding table. All bolts and nuts of the fastening system have to fix with the required torque. Please refer to the required torque always in the grinding table accessible drawings. You can see in the picture grinding table, correct mounting is very important. While you are mounting the table liners on the grinding table, fix it properly or else it's make it damage by vibration by foreign material. Grinding table adjustable table seals. You can see in the picture that is adjustable grinding table insulation. Discharge ring. Scraper elements, wear plates. We can do hard facing on wear plates and scraper elements so that get more life. Discharge ring, scraper elements, you can see in the picture. Recording of wear on the grinding track. Checking and recording of wear on the grinding track every 6 months. During the commissioning phase every 3 months. Template for measurement of wear on the grinding track. You can see in the picture how to check the grinding tracks by using the template. Grinding table, dam ring adjustment according to wear measurement. You can see clearly in the picture for the new dam ring is the height. You can see the height dam ring at 20 to 25% wear. After 20 to 25% wear, dam ring height little bit decreased. After 40 to 50% of wear of roller and table, there is no any dam ring height. So according to lines, depends on the wear of the tire and table, the dam ring adjustment will happen. There also we have to see other parameters also, power of current fluctuations in the motor and vibrations, that and all we have to consider to adjust the dam ring. Maintenance grinding table, work to be performed. Checking and recording of wear on the grinding track every 6 months and record it. Retightening the expansion bolts with the specified tightening torque. Damaged expansion bolts have to be replaced. Second point, retightening the following bolted connections with the specified tightening torque to the drawing specification. Check the seals in the joints between the table liner segments, dam ring and grinding table. Adapt the dam ring height to match the wear progress of the grinding track. Replace worn out table liners as required. Tie rods and hydraulic. Tie rods and hydraulic function, working side, damping side, grinding bed measure device, limit switches. Basic data. Maximum working pressure is almost 162 bars. Startup pressure 60 bar. The pressure valves are set by the manufacturer to 180 bar. You can see the data. Save this video, like it and subscribe the channel so that you can see this data every time whenever you want. It's very valuable data, so note down. It's applicable to your daily maintenance in VRM. Tie rods and hydraulic description of functioning. The force required for grinding the feed material is generated by hydraulic system. 2 hydraulic cylinders per roller pair ensure that the grinding force is evenly applied to the rollers, while maintaining the maximum freedom of roller movement. The hydraulic system permits infinite adjustment to the pressure in order to adapt the grinding force to actual operating conditions. When the mill is started up, the hydraulic pressure is lowered in order to reduce the force applied to the grinding rollers. This is in turn reduces the starting torque. Each hydraulic cylinder is connected to piston accumulator which dampers the shocks generated by the rollers running over the bed of material. Tie rods and hydraulic intimos related to the hydraulic system. Check off the hydraulic system for leakage. Check off the filter for dirt every shift. Check off the oil level in the reservoir every shift. Check the pumps every shift. Check off the gas pressure in the piston accumulators at the pressure gauges of the nitrogen filling units. Normally we can do every day by shift by seeing that we don't know when it will get punctured. Inspection work at the piston accumulators according to inspection work at the hydraulic cylinders. Oil sampling and check off for aging and lubricity by the oil supplier. That means every 26 weeks. Functional check of the hydraulic system yearly. Maintenance works at the hydraulic cylinders according to manufacturer. That is the requirement, depends on your requirement. Maintenance works at the piston accumulators. What type of faults we can get in while running the mills? Electric motor doesn't start. Cause oil levels in the reservoir is too low. So there will be interlock so that if reservoir is not enough oil, then motor will not start. Top up the oil. When cause is the low oil, the rectification is top up the oil. Second cause, oil temperature is above 75 degrees. Check the temperature sensors. Oil temperature is below 10 degrees centigrade. Check the temperature sensor and the radiator. Contamination of the return of flow. Contamination of the return of flow filter. Exchange the filter cartridge of the contaminated filter. Oil pressure too high. Roller mill too full. Check mill operation. Pressure monitors. Balancing of the roller pair units is not performed due to defective hydraulic cylinder of piston accumulator. Hydraulic oil temperature is too low. Radiator has not been switched on or in defective. Check and repair the radiator. Check the setting and control the system. Display temperatures. Power supply is interrupted. Check the power supply. Hydraulic oil temperature is too high. The radiator is not switched off. Check the setting of the temperature monitor. Display temperature sensor. Switching to depressurized circuit is defective. Check control system. Hydraulic oil level is too low. Leakage in the hydraulic system. Seal the leakage and top up the oil. Main drive unit. Main drive unit standard units. Horizontal driving flange. Tilting pad thrust bearing. Coupling. Main motor. Power running clutch. Auxiliary gear unit. Auxiliary motor. Safeguard. Oil supply system. Vibration monitor. Gear unit bed plate. Base frame of the main motor. Main drive unit. Set points of the lubrication system. Lubrication oil pressure 0.7 bar. Mill will get stopped. Oil temperature 60 degrees. Alarm will come. Oil temperature if touches 70 degrees, mill will get stopped. Auxiliary bearings, bearing temperature 70 degrees, alarm. Bearing temperature exceeds 75, mill will get stopped. Lubrication high pressure, pressure 8 bar, alarm loaded conditions. Pressure less than 2, alarm loaded conditions. Filter contamination, differential pressure 1.75 bar, high pressure system. Differential pressure 3.15 means circulation system. Separator, drive shaft, mill outlet, gas duct, guide vane adjustment, guide vanes, C-pole housing, C-pole rotor. Guide vanes, housing, guide vane ring, upper bearing arrangement. Item numbers for the housing. Discharge bend, separate cover, upper part of housing, middle section of housing, lower part of housing, tailing cone, adjusting device for guide vanes, scale of adjusting device, guide vanes, support for tailing cone, inspection flap, nameplate with bracket, where production if installed, separator CPO, drive unit A, gear unit type P3SV, coupling type N UPEX, connecting segments for the separator cardan shaft. Item numbers of the rotating parts. Rotor, shrunk on disc or locking device for rotor, drive shaft, rotor blades, upper bearing unit, lower bearing unit, support for the lower bearing unit. Items number of the rotating parts, upper bearing unit 2. Drive bracket only for generator motor, lock nut, spacer ring, spherical roller truss bearing, spacer sleeve, seal for spherical roller truss bearing housing for cardan shaft, bearing housing for gauge motor, spacer, seal for spacer, sealing disc only for cardan shaft, seal for sealing disc, drive shaft. Items number of the rotating parts of lower bearing unit you can see in the picture. Grease to the level seal and grease to bearing. Take care of this greasing line. If not in proper condition, proper lubrication system, bearings may get damaged. Basic setting of the guide vanes with adjusting device. Basic setting of the rotor blades. 30 degrees and 60 degrees as well as. So degrees is more important to get the blades at the same time good performance. Maintenance point of view, in the separator, check for abnormal noises daily. Check of the bolted connections every 4 weeks, internal checking. Check of the anti-friction bearings including the level seal for sufficient supply of lubricant every 4 weeks or every 1000 operating hours. Check for wear of the wear plates of the rotor blades every 4 weeks. General check of the separator of leakages. Replacing of the wear plates as you require depends on your working hours. Replacement of rehabilitation of the rotor blades, guide vanes. Maintenance work at the drive unit. Faults. What type of faults we can get in separator? Imbalance in the separator. Rotor blades are worn out. Install new rotor blades. Cause non-uniform checkings at the rotor. Clean the rotor. Support of the lower bearing unit is defective. Repair the support of the lower bearing unit. Sound at the upper or lower bearing unit in the bearing units are insufficiently supplied with lubricant. Check the lubrication pipes. Re-lubricate the bearing unit. Labyrinth ring is defective. Replace the labyrinth ring. The labyrinth seals are insufficiently supplied with lubricant. Check the lubrication pipes. Re-lubricate and lubricate the seal. Imbalance in the separator, you can do balancing also. First you clean the rotor and do balance with any outside problem. General visual check for cracks, leaks, damage. That's every week, every 4 weeks. Check for abnormal noises at the electric motor gear unit. It's a daily. Check for temperature at the electric motor daily. Inspection work on electric motor gear unit according to your running hours. Check of oil level in gear unit. Let's say every 2 weeks, 4 weeks. Check of coupling. Servicing work on the gear unit. Servicing work on electric motor. If the tensional clearances at the coupling as required is too large, the coupling packs have to be replaced. Servicing work on connecting elements. Gear unit get too hot, speed of electric motor cannot be adjusted, speed control defects are there. Not gear unit gets too hot means not enough oil in the gear unit, so top up oil. Repair speed control in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions to control the speed of electric motor. Lifting device, lifting apparatus, lifting apparatus, lifting device, lifting apparatus for dismounting device. Safety very important while you're removing the or replacing, because of the huge depends on the size, dismantling of the roller plate profile. Lifting device, two mounting hoist beams, internal mounting hoist beam, external lifting apparatus, safety stops, fish blades, compressed air hose. Thank you. If you like the video, subscribe the channel and hit the like button. Do let me know if you have any doubts. Please do the comment. We'll make on videos on them. Thank you very much.